back to the EAPicks.com TV show. I'm your host, Tony T. And remember, EAPicks.com is a sports monitor where handicappers go on record with their picks to be viewed by the world every single day. Now it's time to go back out to Las Vegas and reintroduce to the show Dave the Meatman Scandaliato from PayAfterYouWin.com. And Dave, we talked about building up that bankroll for March Madness. You came through. You came in with the winner with Cleveland plus the points. And then I'm looking at the day's picks at the EAPicks.com sports monitor. You go a perfect 3-0. With 3 underdogs cashing with the Cavaliers, the Hawks, who are fighting for a playoff berth, and the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day, and about it a little bit. It's very important to me. It's very important that I get this free pick thing back on track with a winning record. As you know, before I went on vacation to New Orleans for Mardi Gras, I was on absolute fire with the free play. So, if you take the 2-3 weeks before I left to go on vacation and you put them with the games I've played since I've got back from vacation, it's still a pretty impressive record. But like I said, when I went on vacation, that was the one thing, and then I go to church every Sunday, so I made the Lent joke, and I know better than to make jokes about Lent because, hey, I was a big fan of Sam Kinison, and he died an ugly death making jokes about the Lord. So I just don't like going in that direction. But I thought it was harmless, you know what I'm saying? Just saying you're going to give up losing for Lent. I don't think it was that big of a deal. But, yeah, it was a good day. And what I like about a day like today is I got to argue with people. People would call me on the phone and go, that Irving guy's out for the Cavaliers. Like, yeah, I know. That's why the spread's 10. I know. I know how to read the injury report, buddy. I got it all under control. How can you take the Heat? How can you take the Miami Heat? Well, because they've lost 5 out of 7. And they're not playing good basketball. So, it was an easy call on Cleveland. As long as Varejao was out there, they wasn't going to lay down tonight. And, of course, every time LeBron James goes back to Cleveland, the place is packed, the place is rocking. They want to win the game. And the point spread was just way too high. So, winner with the Cleveland Cavaliers and winner with the Atlanta Hawks, the Sacramento Kings. I've been on a big run in the NBA. I'm something like 9-1 my last 10. So my NBA guys are, as you would say, building their bankroll for Thursday and Friday for the start of the NCAA college basketball tournament, and we're going to win the free play again on a Wednesday and see if we can't pad that bankroll just a little bit more heading into 2 days of degenerate gambling action.
All right, Dave, let's take a look here. You're going to look at an NBA game again. We've got the Toronto Raptors are on a back-to-back. They lost Atlanta the night before. Now they go into place. They face a rested New Orleans Pelicans team, and we got Toronto favored on the road by 2, total of 197.
I like the way the Pelicans are playing right now. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, you're just saying that because you're from New Orleans." But no, I mean, come on. How many times have I given out the Pelicans on this program? Once, twice. God, those are bet against them. God, couldn't tell you how many times. I'll be the first guy to admit. The Pelicans are the worst fourth-quarter team possibly in the history of basketball. I've never seen a team blow more fourth-quarter leads in my entire life. And they're 4-2 their last 6 games. And, of course, the 2 losses to Portland and Memphis, they just straight up blew those games. They just blew them. I mean, it beating Portland the whole game. In some kind of way, last couple of minutes, they just cruised right by the Pelicans. And then the same thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, they were demolishing the Grizzlies at one point in the game. And the next thing you know, Memphis wins by 1 point. So it's all about Anthony Davis right now. He's really, really been playing good basketball since he coming back from that injury. The Pelicans are getting healthy. They're playing decent ball right now, like I said. 4-2 their last 6. The 2 losses to the Portland Trail Blazers and the Memphis Grizzlies. Toronto coming off that back-to-back. They don't need the game. The Raptors, this is just a meaningless game for the Toronto Raptors. They're going to get in the playoffs, the Eastern Conference. is past bad. Everybody knows this. And I know the Pelicans want to at least finish the season with a winning record at home. It is a new era in New Orleans with the basketball team. Now that Tom Benson owns them, the owner of the Saints, and he understands from owning the Saints that it's going to take a while to build a champion. I think it took us about 60 years to build a championship in New Orleans. We actually wrote a book, Tony, when the Saints won their first playoff game against the St. Louis Rams. They wrote a book about winning a playoff game. I mean, you got Pittsburgh with 5 Super Bowls. The Broncos have been in 7 Super Bowls. Joe Montana's won 4 Super Bowls. We win a playoff game, and a book comes out about it. So we know in New Orleans, it takes a little while to get things going. We got one of the best guys in the league, is Anthony Davis. Everybody knows this. Everybody in the NBA knows it. Everybody that handicaps the NBA knows it. And I think the Pelicans are just a couple of games under 500 at home on the season, and with the year slowly but surely coming to an end, I definitely think the Pelicans are going to try to get hot, especially at home. And what a perfect team to keep the good play up against. And the Toronto Raptors, like you said, coming in after playing on a Tuesday night and really not needing the game. So let's take a chance with the Meatman's home city, the New Orleans Pelicans, and the 2 points.
All right, Dave, the Meatman Scandaliato from meatandpotatoes.com says, go ahead and take the New Orleans Pelicans plus the points, plus the 2 points against the Toronto Raptors, who, by the way, had to play 5 extra minutes last night in an overtime period. All right, Dave, I'm looking at the card here for Wednesday. We got a pretty nice sized card here from the NBA, and of course, the college basketball is going to start picking up. We got a couple of playing games, some NIT games, and Thursday and Friday, all heck breaks loose. We got 16 games on Thursday, 16 on Friday. I know when someone gives you a call on your comp pick hotline, we see the number here, 888-375-2710. You've got a free offer for them.
Yep. All you got to do is give me a call, and I'll give you 2 free days worth of plays. I don't care what 2 it is. You want to wait till Thursday and Friday to start of the NCAA tournament? That's fine with me. Want to call on a Wednesday and try to win some money to pad the bankroll to have some money for the NCAA tournament? That's fine with me. There's no catch. There's no strings attached. You don't need your credit card. You're not going to talk to a sales guy. You're going to talk directly with me, Dave Scandaliato. I'm known as the Meat Man, because I own a website called meatandpotatoes.com. I opened that thing up in 1998. It's been open for over 3 decades. And but my pick-selling website is called payafteryouwin.com, www.payafteryouwin.com, payafteryouwin.com. And every play that I release at payafteryouwin.com, I'll give you for free over the phone. Let you know what the best bet is, what the action play is. Any questions you have, I'm here to answer. Now, don't forget, every selection that I release at payafteryouwin.com, the same plays that I'm going to give you for free, are monitored and documented at a website called eapicks.com, picks.com. And, of course, what's good about the eapicks.com website, it's legit. I know a lot of people are saying, wow, man, you're saying it's legit. Well, look, let me tell you something. I've been around a long time. Like I said, I opened meatandpotatoes.com in 1998. I've been on the Internet before they even opened the Internet. The Internet was celebrating its 20-something year birthday. I got an invitation to the party. I've been online for so long. So I know a lot about how this works. Now, I used to be with Vegas Insider when it was really Vegas Insider, owned by CBS Sports. Now it's owned by who know what. It's just a scam site. The bottom line is pregame, Don Best, covers, Vegas Insider. They let the handicappers put their own point spread with the game. And, man, that's a recipe for disaster, because anybody that knows how this works understands that if you pad the spread a half a point to a point, on every game, you'll improve your winning percentage by 5%, because you're going to turn 5 losses into 5 pushes. You might even turn those losses into wins if you give yourself enough points. So you got to be super careful. You got to be super careful. You know, you go to pregame and, you know, the spread of the game is USC's playing UCLA. Let's say the spread's USC +8. They'll have +9. Or the Miami Heat will be playing Oklahoma City. The spread will be the Heat -4. You'll go to Don Best. They'll have the Heat -3. So it doesn't appear that you're getting screwed, but y'all, trust me, do the math. Look at how many games out of 100 games that you lose by half a point or a point. I'm not sure who figured this out. Somebody was sitting around a house one day and said, you know, if I pad the point spread a half a point or a point in every game, I'm going to be a much better handicapper than I am. And it worked. He's right. I got to give him credit. I would say I wish I thought of that, but I use my real name. I walk around Las Vegas. I mean, that's the last thing I'm looking to do is beat on my chest going, I won when really I didn't win, and all my customers lost. I mean, I try not to live in fantasy land. The way it works at EAPicks.com is basically they use the point spread from Chris, Costa Rica International Sports, which is where the line originates, and their American post-up site, which is called bookmaker.eu. Whatever the current point spread is at Chris or Bookmaker, that's the line that they use at EAPicks.com. So you go to put in a play, and they're going to tell you what the line is. You're not going to tell them what the line is. They're going to tell you what the line is. And if you can win at EAPicks.com, you can beat any sports book, any bookie, anywhere, anytime, because once again, the point spreads at EAPicks.com are widely available. And it's very important that when you receive a play from a handicapper, that you have to be able to get down with the same number that he releases the play at. Or like I said, if you jip yourself out of a half a point or a point on every game, you're going to find yourself hitting about 5% less than the guy you're buying the picks from. Next thing you know, he's celebrating that he's a 55% handicapper when he's really only a 50% handicapper. At $100 a game, you're going to lose a lot of juice. Then when you add the pick buying fees and all of that stuff, the next thing you know, you're down a lot of money. And that's the last thing you want to do. Winning's not easy. Not many people can do it. But if you play right, you use your head, you don't try to do any foogabooing and all that, it can be done. Pick the phone up, give me a call. Let's talk about the Wednesday games, the Thursday games, the Friday games. Let's talk about whatever you want. Hockey, you want to talk about horse racing, college basketball, the NBA, the upcoming Major League Baseball season. 1-888-375-2710. 1-888-375-2710.
All right, be sure to give Dave a call. You see the banner. We're going to bring it back up again here. 888-375-2710. Get 2 free days of premium plays from Dave the Meatman Scandaliato. These are his top plays that go up on his website, payafteryouwin.com. All right, to review, Dave's play tonight, documented play, will be taking the New Orleans Pelicans plus the 2 points against the Toronto Raptors. That's his NBA play for action on Wednesday. Again, reminder, give him the call, 888-375-2710. 2 days of premium plays on Dave. He'll give him a call. He'll pick up the phone and speak to you personally and get his plays, premium plays for 2 days. Of course, you pick the day. All right. I'd like to thank Dave the Meatman Scandaliato from meatandpotatoes.com for joining me today on the EAPicks.com TV show. And I'm Tony T. Remind you, of course, that EAPicks.com is a sports monitor where handicappers' pick records are monitored for the world to see every single day. That's going to do it. I'm Tony T. We'll be back tomorrow.